Hello everyone, this is Clossi, and welcome back to Life and Death number 2. Today we have 4 problems, 2 elementary and 2 intermediate. Remember, pause the video and try and solve the problems that are your level on your own first, and then we can see the solutions. Alright, have you paused the video and are ready to solve the problems? Well then, let's begin. In the top left, we have A. It is Black's turn, and Black is trying to live. Black needs 2 eyes in order to live. So let's see what happens if we cut off the white stones. If we simply go here, and White connects, then we play here, Black has 2 eyes. So it looks like this is good enough. However, our opponent is smart. Our opponent sees that we're going to live, so he'll play here. And then we play here. But this actually is not a living shape, because all White has to do is seal Black in, with some generic variation. This is actually a false eye, not a real eye. Therefore, Black eventually will have to fill this. And you can see 2 in a row is actually only 1 eye. Even if Black was to take, this will only ever be 1 eye. So, we have 2 in a row, which is 1 eye, and a false eye. Therefore, Black is dead. That means just blocking isn't good enough. We can apply 2 proverbs here. One is, my opponent's vital point is my vital point. Therefore, if I played here and my opponent plays here, then perhaps I can try playing there instead. Additionally, there's a proverb that says magic happens at the 1-2 point, and this is the 1-2 point. So, we have 2 proverbs to try here, and they both say to try playing this move. Let's see what happens. If I play here, I have 1 eye in the corner at A19, and it looks like White will just simply connect. But this is actually an Atari. Therefore, Black can take the 3 stones. Now, even if White plays a throw into Suji, and I capture, you can see I have an eye at C19 and an eye at A19. Therefore, Black has 2 eyes and Black is alive. So White cannot connect. So White may try to connect here. Well, then Black simply just plays here. Black has an eye at C19 and A19, and so Black is alive. So this is the living move. Alright, let's move on to our next problem at B. So here, it looks like White is going to kill us. So let's see what happens if we apply the same proverb here, the 1-2 point. If we play the 1-2 point, it looks like we have an eye here and an eye here when we capture the white stone. But this situation is a little bit different. White will simply play this move. This move is a nice move for killing Black, because after you play here, Black captures, and now we can play the throw into Suji. If Black captures, you can see it's a false eye, so Black only has 1 eye in the corner. Therefore, this shape is actually only 1 eye, because of this throw-in move. So here, magic didn't happen at the 1-2 point. Actually, though, we misplayed our steps. Remember, we want to make our eye space as big as possible first, and then play the vital point. Therefore, normally, you want to make your eye space as big as possible, and if that doesn't work, then we play the vital point. Of course, we always must read before we actually play the move. Then in our head, we should read how to make our eye space as big as possible. And then we can see if we can live or not live. And if we cannot, then we'll play the vital point and see if the magic happens at the 1-2 point. In this case, we went out of order, and that is why we died. We can also apply another proverb, one we learned over here. Our opponent's vital point is our vital point. So if we play where our opponent played, here, perhaps it's good enough. It looks like White will just simply connect, and when you capture, you can play the vital point here. But wait, I can't cook the stone. That is because S19 is an illegal move. This takes advantage of the rule that says you cannot commit suicide and go. White cannot play here and self-capture. So, White will never be able to play S19. White has to play a liberty on the outside. Well, now black can play S19, and you can see black has 2 Ys. So this utilized our opponent's vital point as our vital point. It also utilized the suicide rule, meaning your opponent cannot fill at S19 because he doesn't have any liberties. And lastly, make your eye space as big as possible before playing the vital point. Hopefully, these 2 problems were helpful for you guys. Alright, let's move on. Now we need to go down here to C. C and D actually utilize a similar concept. So if you were able to solve one, you were likely able to solve the other. I picked both concepts to give you guys the 2 problems with the same concept. This way you could get more practice applying that same concept. Alright, let's see what happens. If I just try to live simply, so, and if white tries to connect, black plays here, white connects, black plays here, it looks like I have 4 in a row. It looks like easy life. However, I don't think it would be a go problem if it was so simple. So you have to find the move that white can counter you. The move is actually this move. This move is a nice shape for stealing eyes. Now, when our opponent plays here, if we try to capture, our opponent will recapture back. And you can see we actually have only 1 eye on the inside. Normally, we would want to play this Atari here, so that way when white connects, we can capture. But we can't play here now because it's in the corner, and we don't have enough liberties. If we play here, white will simply just capture. Therefore, this black shape is dead. So this problem is a little bit tricky. You have to find a nice little trick Tsuji in order to live. So in order to find a Tsuji, we can apply proverbs. Like on top, we can apply our opponent's vital point is my vital point, and magic happens at the 1-2 point. Both of these apply here. So let's play our opponent's vital point here, which is also a 1-2 point. Now, if our opponent connects, it's that 1 shape again. So now we can just Atari, white connects, and live. Additionally, our opponent tries to resist by playing here. Well, now our opponent doesn't have liberties, and black can play here. Our opponent connects, we can capture. So this move is a very nice Tsuji in order to capture the 2 eyes. Sorry, not capture, but you know what I mean. Therefore, B1 is a very, very nice Tsuji to remember. How about D? Were you able to live here? This one is very similar. If we play here, our opponent will not connect, but rather play here. Now you can see, even if we try to make the eye here, our opponent plays here. And the best we can do here is a ko. So what if our opponent actually connects? Sorry. My bad on the order. We can't, and even if we take, our opponent connects. You can see this is a false eye and this is 1 real eye. There's actually nothing black can do. Our opponent goes here. We simply connect. And it's me-eye for taking the second eye. So we need to play our opponent's vital point is my vital point, and the 1-2 is a magic move. Therefore, it's this move. Again, if white tries to reduce the eye space, and capture. White is forced to connect here. And then you Atari, white connects here. It looks like you have a great success. However, don't get too excited if you play this, find this and play this in a real game. Because if you get too excited, you might mess up and just leave it now. Actually, you still need to make the second eye. Here. Or here. I'm actually wrong. If you ignore, for example, here. I was thinking, because most problems you would have to fix. white plays here. No, I was correct. I was correct. Now black plays here, and white plays here. And you can get captured. Ah, at first I was reading this, and then of course black plays here, and black lives. I must apologize, everyone. My reading is not very good right now when I'm doing a live video. However, the steps that I take to solve these problems should be similar in your own problems. When you're playing a real game, you must always stop to consider your own weaknesses first before you leave. Make sure you read accurately and carefully before you leave a situation, because you don't want to lose a group after you played such a great Tsuji. So again, the concept stands that our opponent's Vita point is my Vita point, and even if I find a good Tsuji, you must not get too happy and rush it, but very carefully evaluate your own weaknesses before you leave it and go somewhere else. In this case, we still owed one more move. Alright, I hope you guys found that video helpful. I thank you for your patience with me, for figuring out the mistakes I made. I can see the solution, but I can't always see the wrong variations due to the fact that I'm recording a video. So, please be patient with me as I try to explain the problems. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found these problems helpful. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like to see more content, or get notified for early releases, please consider becoming my patron on patreon.com/Clossi. This helps support me as a Go instructor and helps release more content. Thanks to everyone who supported my teaching, and see you guys next time.